Rules of exponents. There are different rules that we need to follow when it comes to exponents. So let us try to understand which are the various different rules. The first rule is the product rule. So what does the product rule say? The product rule says if we are having x raised to m multiplied by x raised to n, then the exponents, when the base is the same, the base is x for both, so the exponents gets added. That becomes x raised to m plus n. So this is the first rule of exponents, and that is product rule. We can also say x raised to a into x raised to b, this is equal to x raised to a plus b. So this is the first rule where we are, if you see, we are adding up the exponents. What we are doing is basically we are adding the exponents. So with a simple example, if I say x raised to 2 multiplied by x raised to 3, so this will be, normally if you want to solve it, it will be x into x multiplied by x into x into x. So here if you see x into x, xx, x cube, 3 times the x, so all these things together 1 2 3 4 5, that is 1 2 3 4 5, so it is x raised to 5. The same thing here we are doing, x raised to 2 plus 3, and that is equal to x raised to 5. So this is the product rule where we are adding the exponents. Another example, 2 raised to 3 into 2 raised to 4. So this we can write it as 2 raised to 3 plus 4, that is 2 raised to 7. To simplify it, it is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 times. So we have multiplied 2 by itself for 7 times. The same is here. So 2 if you write for 3 times, multiplied for 3 times, and here 2 if you multiply for 4 times, altogether what we are getting is 2 raised to 7. So in product rule we are making use of addition of exponents. Remember this thing. The next rule is the quotient rule. So what does the quotient rule says? The quotient rule says if you divide two expressions with same base. So here what we are doing, we are dividing two expressions with same base. Then what we have to do? Then we have to subtract. We have to subtract the exponents. So here it will be more clear if I take an example of quotient rule. So first, dividing two expressions with same base. If I say x raised to a divided by x raised to b, this how we can write it? Here this we can write it as, it is x raised to a minus b. So here what we are doing with the exponents? In this case we are subtracting the exponents, that is a x raised to a minus b. To take a simple example, if I say x raised to 6, sorry, if I say x raised to 6 divided by x raised to 3. So what it is, normally if you want to simplify it, x multiplied by itself 6 times. So here we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times x is multiplied by itself, and in the denominator x into x into x. So here this x and this x, this x and this x, this x and this x gets cancelled. So what remains is x raised to the power 3. This we can solve it with the help of quotient rule as x to the power 6 upon x to the power 3 is equal to x to the power 6 minus 3, and that is equal to x to the power 3. So you can see here in this case x to the power 3 and x to the power 3 both are same. So this is the second rule, the quotient rule, where we are making use of subtraction. Further, if you want to do it with the help of numbers, if I say 3 raised to 7 divided by 3 raised to 2. So here what we do is 3 raised to 7 minus 2, that is 3 raised to 5. So this is the way we solve the exponents if they are divided with each other and having the same base. So in the previous product rule we saw addition, here we are seeing subtraction. So for product rule we make use of addition of exponents, for quotient rule we make use of subtraction of exponents. Moving ahead, the power rule. What does the power rule say? Here if you raise a power to a power, we multiply the exponents. So what it is telling us here, if you raise a power to a power, we multiply the exponents. It will be clear. If I say x raised to a the whole raised to b, so this is what is you are raising a power x raised to a to a power, that is the second power is b. So this, what we have to do is, this can be written as x raised to a multiplied by b. So here we are making use of multiplication. You are multiplying the exponents. In product rule it was addition, in quotient rule it was subtraction, in power rule it is multiplication. So we can understand this thing. If I say x to the power 4 the whole to the power 2, so what it actually means is this x raised to the power 4 has a square, means x into x into x into x. This is x raised to the power 4 and that is again having power 2. So it is x into x into x into x. If I say x to the power 4 the whole to the power 3, what it means is x into x into x into x multiplied by x into x into x into x multiplied by x into x into x into x. So you can see this is first, this is second, and this is third. So x to the power 4 once, x to the power 4 square root 2 times, and x to the power 3 is cube. I'm very sorry, it's not square root, it is square. So x to the power 3, what we are doing, we are multiplying x raised to power 4 3 times, then it becomes x raised to the power 4 raised to the power 3. So here total how many x's are there? You can see if you count here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So this is x to the power 8, and here it is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So here it is, you can say x to the power 8, sorry, x to the power 12. So this x to the power 8, this x to the power 12, we need not go on writing like this. So what the power rule says is, if it is x to the power 4 the whole to the power 3, you just take it up and multiply the exponent, 4 into 3. So what we'll get is x to the power 12. So this is what is the power rule. In this case, x to the power 4 the whole raised to 2, it is x raised to 4 into 2, that is equal to x to the power 8. So this is same as this. So in power rule we are making use of multiplication to multiply the exponents. Going ahead, negative exponents. If we are having negative exponents, then what we can do? Here the example is, if I have x to the power minus a, then how I can write it? We can write it as that is equal to 1 upon x to the power a. So what does this signify? In simple words, friends, if I say x to the power 3 divided by x to the power 4. So this is our two exponents with the same base are divided with each other. I am speaking about the quotient rule. So x to the power 3 upon x to the power 4. So what does the quotient rule says? The quotient rule says x to the power a x to the power a divided by x to the power b. The same thing I am taking it over here, that is x to the power a minus b. The same rule I am making use of it in this thing, x to the power 3 divided by x to the power x minus x raised to 4. So this I can write it as x raised to 3 minus 4, that is equal to x raised to minus 1. Now in our routine way, if you want to solve it, how will you solve it? We will solve it as x into x into x, x cube divided by x into x into x into x. So here what will you do? This x and this x gets cancelled, this x gets cancelled, this x gets cancelled. So what remains is 1 upon x. This is what 1 upon x I have solved, and this is what the quotient rule has done. That is the reason, if you see here, this x raised to minus 1 and this 1 upon x are both resulting from x cube divided by x4, and here comes the rule for negative exponents. X raised to minus a is equal to 1 upon x raised to a. So x raised to minus 1 is equal to 1 upon x. The most simple way for us to understand about negative exponents. If you want to solve it, I'll give you another example. Let us say x to the power 5 divided by x to the power 8. So what will you get is x raised to 5 minus 8, that is x raised to minus 3. If you solve it by our routine method, it will be x into x into x into x into x, x raised to 5 divided by x 8 times, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is what we get. So this x gets cancelled, this x gets cancelled, this gets cancelled, this gets cancelled, this gets cancelled. So what remains is 1 upon x cube. So here you can see x to the power 5 divided by x to the power 8. What we are getting is x raised to minus 3, and here what we are getting is 1 upon x cube. So this both the things are equal to each other. So we say x raised to minus 3 is equal to 1 upon x cube. So I hope it's clear for you all as to what is negative exponents. Next is fractional exponents. So when you speak about fractional exponents, what it is something like this: x raised to 1 upon n, x raised to 1 upon n, that is equal to nth root of x. This is the fractional exponents rule. So how to understand what it is? So it says if I take x as 64 and n as 3, 1 divided by 3, 1/3, then we can write this thing as this n becomes 3 and this x becomes 64. So 64 raised to 1 by 3, it can be written as cube root of 64, and that cube root of 64 is equal to 4. Similarly, if I say 9 raised to half, it is square root of 9. There is no need to write 2 because it is implied, it is square root. So square root of 9 is 3. To make it more interesting, if I make use of power rule, 5 raised to 1 upon 3, the whole cube. So what will be this thing? This thing we can simplify it as, please recollect the power rule, x raised to a the whole raised to b. I'll write it here for you. Power rule, x raised to a the whole raised to b, that is equal to x raised to ab, where we are multiplying the exponents. So here friend, I can write it as 5 raised to 1 upon 3 into 3. So 3 and 3 gets cancelled, what remains is 5. So this is, I am mixing the fractions with power rule. So what we are getting back is 5. I hope it is clear. You can take any number. If I say 8 raised to 1 by 3, it is cube root of 8, and that is equal to 2. So any number, remember here when we are speaking about fractions, in the exponent the denominator becomes the root. Here it is 3, it becomes cube root. If it is 4, it becomes fourth root. Here it is 2, so it has become square root. So this is how we solve for fractions. Going ahead, distribute an exponent over a product. So we are distributing it. So if I say x into y raised to n, it means it is x raised to n into y raised to n. For example, if I say 2 into 3 the whole raised to 2, it means 2 square multiplied by 3 square. So that is 2 into 2 multiplied by 3 into 3. This same thing we can write it as 2 into 3 into 2 into 3. Either ways, if you see it, you are going to get the same answer. So this is the this is how we distribute an exponent over a product. Another example that I can take is 3 into 5 the whole cube. So how can we write this thing? 3 into 5 one time, 3 into 5 2 times, 3 into 5 3 times. So this becomes 3.5 the whole cube. Or else how we can write the other way as per distribution rule? 3 cube into 5 cube. This what it becomes? 3 into 3 into 3. This 5 into 5 into 5. So you can see 1 2 3 1 2 3 and the 5 1 2 3. Here also it is 1 2 3. So 3.5 cube we can directly go on for multiplying itself for 3 times, or we can make use of the exponent rule, distribution rule, and say 3.5 the whole cube is equal to 3 cube into 5 cube. Then going ahead, we can say distributing an exponent over a quotient. So when you speak about over a quotient, it is something like this: x x divided by y the whole raised to n. So it can be written as x raised to n divided by y raised to n. For example, if I say x upon y the whole cube, it means x cube divided by y cube. This is how we are making use of the rules of exponent when it comes to quotient. So remember friends, when you speak about distribution, we can distribute two. One is when it comes to multiplication, and 2 we can distribute when it comes to division. We cannot go on for distribution in case of addition. For example, I cannot say x plus n the whole square. I cannot write it as x square plus n square. This becomes absolutely wrong. So distribution is applied only in case of multiplication and division. Going ahead, there is one more rule, and that is power to 0. What this rule says? It says x raised to 0, if the exponent is 0, then it will be always 1. So if I say 2 raised to 0, it will be 1. If I say 3 raised to 0, it will be 1. If I say 100 raised to 0, even that will be 1. So always remember, if the exponent is 0, then we get 1 as the answer. So the base is x and the exponent is 0. Here the base is 2, exponent is 0. In either of the cases, whenever the exponent is 0, we always get, I can say anything to the power of 0 is equal to 1. Here I write it for you. Anything to the power of 0 is equal to 1. I'll just try to give you the proof as to why it is so. Proof of this is, if I say 3 square, if I say 3 divided by 3, what it is? It is 1. If I say 2 divided by 2, simple mathematics we learned in school, it is 1. On the basis of this, if I say 3 square divided by 3 square, both are same, numerator and denominator is same, so this gets cancelled, this gets cancelled, what remains is 1. If I say 2 cube divided by 2 cube, numerator and denominator is the same, so both gets cancelled, what remains is 1. Now if you remember the quotient rule, if I say 3 square divided by 3 square, this we can write it as 3 raised to 2 minus 2, that is 3 raised to 0. So here in this case, 3 square upon 3 square is equal to 1. In this case you can see 3 square upon 3 square is equal to 3 raised to 0. That is the reason 3 raised to 0 is equal to 1. As I told you all, here 3 raised to 0 is equal to 1. This is the power rule. Same thing we can say with regard to any other number. If I say 4 to the power 4 divided by 4 to the power 4, simple, numerator and denominator is same, so this gets cancelled, this gets cancelled, what remains is 1. If you go according to quotient rule, 4 raised to 4 minus 4, this is equal to 4 raised to 0. Therefore I can say 4 raised to 0 is equal to 1. So I have given you enough proof to understand what is power to, this is power to zero rule. So here we are speaking about power to 0. So with this friends, I come